Pray It Off in Syracuse, New York. I'm Ellen McCauley. What's interesting is that Pray It Off doesn't prescribe a specific diet. I don't say to you, you have to use the Mediterranean diet, or you have to use the DASH diet, or you have to use the Mayo Clinic diet plan. But you do have to do something. If you do, let's say last session you didn't lose any weight. Let's say that. And let's say this session you do everything the same way you did last session. What's going to happen? You're not going to lose any weight this session. You have to decide. Now, I had already said, if your doctor says there's something wrong, adult onset diabetes, cardiology, sleep apnea, and they want to prescribe a drug to help you over the hump for weight loss, I am 100% behind that. I do want to mention that they don't last forever. When you get to your goal weight, unless you have certain illnesses, I think diabetes, you can stay on a lower dose forever. But those people, you have to have a reason. Like if you are a perfectly no comorbidities person, you're not going to you can't go in there and say, hey, I'm kind of fat, give me some. Now, are there going to be over-the-counter drugs? I'm worried that people will abuse them. I don't mean this group. I mean the general population when it comes out. We know that you can't eat whatever you want. I mean, people would have gastric bypass and gain the weight back. You still have to eat less and move more and try to be healthy. I'm going to mention certain diets this session, and one of the ones I want to mention is the Mayo Clinic diet plan. And the Mayo Clinic diet plan is one of the top-rated plans in America, the world really, right along with the Mediterranean and DASH diets. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. Didn't I always say that? We're not on a diet, we're on a lifestyle here. It's talking about writing things down, checking it off, eating healthy. And one of the things you'll see a lot in the news about these new guidelines, all it's saying is don't eat processed food. We've been saying that for 19 years. Don't eat anything with chemicals. That's why it's better to eat real butter in moderation than margarine, because there's chemicals in margarine. And our bodies put chemicals in our fat cells because our body doesn't know what to do with them. So any processed food that has any chemicals in it goes to our fat cells. And that's why eating natural is so important, because our body was made by Jesus, by God, to process the natural food he gave us. And our body knows what to do with that food. It doesn't go to our fat cells. It goes to, unless we eat too many calories. So we need to be specific on our goals. I have some very lofty goals. My 50th, I know it's hard to believe, it's true, college reunion is this summer. And I would like to, be in my best possible shape. So that's a very big impetus for me to get off this final weight I want to get off. And set some goals with exercise that you enjoy doing. I enjoy riding my bike. I enjoy going to Silver Sneakers. And something else I found out, and I'm going to give you more information. You don't have to have a Silver Sneakers insurance membership to watch the videos at thesilversneakers.com, and they have the best videos. I do 2 or 3 a week on weightlifting. I'm trying to go from 3 to 4 pounds. It's interesting. 4 pounds feels like 20 pounds compared to a 3-pound weight. I'm like, why does this feel like it's so much more? So in order to make a change, sometimes you need to push yourself. Okay, you need to mix it up. How many times have I told you that I've read your food logs and wanted to kill myself? They were so boring. We need to mix them up. Also, what about MyFitnessPal? What about seeing how many calories you're using? And last night we went to Kitty Hoynes on a Wednesday, and we went to the play, and I had salmon, and they had asparagus, and I'm not an asparagus fan because I don't like the way most people cook it. I can't chew it. So I ended up saying, can I have, what else do you have? She goes, sauteed spinach. It was to die for. You can ask for replacements, okay? Plan your week. Plan a menu. Find something you like and take it one day at a time. So that is very important. I also put in something in here on the new buzz. It's all over social media. It's called the 3-3 rule. And what it is, it encourages people to take 3,000 steps, drink a third of your water, and consume 30 grams of protein before noon. I've done this every single day for years. I always have most of my steps in before noon. I don't want to do it at night. I don't want to go, I want to be in my nightgown watching Jeopardy at night. So I'd rather get up early and do my exercise then. My water, I like drinking these bottles because then I can say, okay, I hit number 4. I can measure it, you know, it's easy. I fill this up with water and drink it just so I can count my water easier. So I know I had 8-ounce glasses of water. And as far as protein goes, you know, especially if you're on a MyFitnessPal, egg beaters with turkey. There's so many things with protein that you can have. You can buy protein oatmeal. You don't have to have sugary donuts for breakfast. You're not going to get your protein from that. So take a look at the 3-3 rule. And I put some recipes here. High protein peanut butter and chocolate chia pudding. That has 19 grams of protein. And it also has 412 calories, so it's a breakfast. It is your meal. It's not a snack, okay? And then there's an Table 9 is having way too much fun tonight. And and then we have an anti-inflammatory breakfast bowl. Now that looks really good to me. Oh, and it's interesting. I'm also going to be talking, I think I mentioned it on the 18th, about turmeric, because my orthopedic surgeon recommended to me, and I've been on it since the 18th, a little bit before, and I do notice a difference. So I do want to mention that a little bit more. But this is an anti-inflammatory breakfast bowl, looks very good. And you might say, I don't have any tahini, I don't have any smoked paprika. Don't put that stuff in there. Just modify it to meet your needs. And I'm going to stop right there, Bobby. Now, over the